Hey everyone, my name is Veronica. Today we're going to be doing a 15-minute practice that you can do at any point during your day. But certainly if you are experiencing any gut discomfort, some of the poses that we will do today will help to restore the balance to your belly. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and meet on our backs. We're not going to be using any props today, so just go ahead and lie on back. And once you get there, I want you to go ahead and have your feet planted down on the ground, and you're going to have your knees touching. And then you're going to take your hands and I want you to bring them to your belly. Go ahead and relax the shoulders. And I want you to go ahead and take a nice deep breath, and I want you to feel your belly rise as you do this. So you're really breathing into the belly, and then a nice long exhale out the mouth. And so we'll do that a couple more times. So a nice deep breath in, filling up. And then a really nice long exhale. So really feeling the belly rise and fall here. One more big breath. And let it go. Good. Opening up the eyes. Go ahead and stretch the arms and legs out nice and long. Really nice big stretch here. And then go ahead and draw your right knee up into the chest. So you're drawing the knee up towards the shoulder. Good. Now go ahead and send everything out nice and long, nice big stretch here. And then go ahead and draw that knee up into the body. Good. And we'll just do a couple more like that. Stretch it out nice and long, reaching through fingers and toes, and then drawing that knee as much as you can up towards the body. One more here, and then draw it in, and I want you to hold it here. Now go ahead and lift the torso, and I want you to flex the foot. Now if you can, I want you to see if you can grab onto the foot, and you're just drawing that knee a little bit closer towards you. Now if it's better for you to plant that right foot down on the ground, go for it, right? Good. All right. Or whatever leg we've started with. I think I confused it and said right leg. I have my left leg in, but doesn't matter. We're going to go ahead and do both. Good. One more breath here. Good. And now stretch everything out really nice and long. Big stretch. Good. When you're ready, go ahead and bring that opposite leg in. You're drawing the knee up towards the chest. Good. And then go ahead and stretch it out nice and long. Good. Drawing the knee in any amount, and then stretch it long. So you're really stretching the body here. Draw it in and stretch. And now this time, go ahead and draw it in. Hold it here. Go ahead and lift the torso, flex that foot. And again, you're going to see if you can grab onto that foot. So you're drawing the knee a little bit closer, and certainly take a bend in the opposite leg if you need to plant that foot down to the ground, whatever works for you here. All right. Good. One more breath. And then slowly go ahead and stretch everything out nice and long. One last time here. And then draw those knees up into the chest, and just an easy rock from side to side. Good. Pausing at center, hands behind the knees. Go ahead and just rock yourself up. Good. Once you get there, go ahead and come on to all fours. Fingers are spread nice and wide, right? The shoulders are over the wrists, the hips over the knees. We're going to come into a few rounds of our cat-cow. So on the inhale, go ahead and really think about dropping that belly down, right? Lifting the gaze up, tailbone up. And then exhale, slowly begin to round, right? So you're really drawing that belly button up towards the spine. Good. And so flowing with your breath here. Inhale, opening up the heart. And then exhale, really draw that belly button up towards the spine, dropping the head. Good. A couple more here. And so you're really lengthening here, right? You're opening up that belly, and then you're contracting, right? So you're just massaging the intestines here. One more time. And exhale. Good. Coming back into your neutral spine, make your way into a plank pose. All right, so your core is nice and engaged, your shoulders are out of the ears. Good. And then just go ahead and drop down to the knees. You can uncurl the toes and then just drop yourself down to the belly. Good. Elbows are in towards the body. On the inhale, just gently lift the torso up and exhale and lower. Good. 2 more like that. Deep breath. And lower. Good. Last time. And lower. Good. Now push yourself up and back into your first down dog. Right? So just go ahead and drop one heel and then the other. Good. Just stretching out the back of the legs here. And then just pausing, dropping the chest towards the thighs. Your hips are up nice and high. Good. One more breath here. Good. And then just bring your gaze towards the top of the mat. I want you to go ahead and step the left foot between the hands. So if you need to grab onto that ankle to step it forward, do that. And then you're going to plant that right heel down to the ground. Now, as you rise on up, I want you to straighten out that front leg and send those arms out nice and long. We're going to come into our Trikonasana. So I want you to make sure that the heel of the front foot is in line with the heel of the arch of the back foot. Good. Now, begin to hinge forward. Right? And then you're going to go ahead and drop that hand down to the leg and extend that right arm up to the sky. If you want, you can float the hand to the inside of that front leg. Either way will work. I want you to make sure that the back is nice and flat, right? So you're not collapsing forward here, right? It doesn't matter how low you go, right? The object is not to get to the floor. Now you're using the side body here, right? So bringing the gaze up towards the sky, your core is engaged, you're breathing. Good. On the inhale, slowly begin to rise on up. Plant that back hand, flip the front palm, reach up and back. And then just come on back to center. We're going to go ahead and just switch the feet, right? So you're turning the left toes towards the long edge of the mat, right toes towards the back of the mat. That heel is in line with the arch of the back foot. Stretch those arms out. Good. Start to hinge forward first. And then begin to drop that hand down. Left arm up to the sky. Again, you can float that right hand to the inside if that works for you. Right? Otherwise, just keep your hand down on the leg for support. But again, you're really activating the side body here. You're breathing. Good. One more breath. Good. Slowly begin to rise up. Plant that back hand. Flip the front palm. Reach up and back. Good. And then just come on back to center. So I'm going to go ahead and just face towards the top of the mat. Curl those toes. Drop the hands. And then once again, just step it back into your plank pose. Pausing here. Your core is nice and engaged. And then go ahead and drop those knees down, uncurl the toes, and then just begin to shift the hips back just so that they're stacked right up over the knees. Now begin to walk the hands out even more. And then drop the forehead down towards the ground. We're coming into our puppy pose. So this pose is really good because it stretches out the belly. Right, so your hips go up nice and high. I want you to think about dropping the chest down towards the ground. Good. And certainly if this is not good for you, you're always welcome to take a child's pose. Good. Shoulders are out of the ears. The arms are lifted up off of the ground. Good. One more breath. Good. Slowly begin to walk the hands back towards the body. And then just go ahead and drop the hips down onto the heels and keeping the knees right where they are. Now go ahead and come into this child pose variation. We're going to drop the forehead down and bring those arms alongside the body. And just let your shoulders kind of drape over the knees here. Palms are flipped up to the sky. Good. One more breath. Good, and then just using your hands to gently lift the torso up. And we're going to go ahead and come back down onto our backs. All right, so once you get there, we'll have our feet down on the ground. Heels are drawn in just a little bit, right? So they're hip distance. I want you to think about pressing the low back down into the ground so you're curling that tailbone up. Good. I want you to have the backs of the arms down into the ground and the fingers up towards the sky. Now, pushing down into the backs of the arms, pushing into the heels, begin to lift those hips up. Now, once you get there, I want you to see if you can get those elbows underneath you even more, right? So even closer to the body. So you're trying to get those shoulder blades nice and close. You're pushing down into the backs of the arms. You're lifting those hips up any amount, right? And then make sure that you have pressure on the big toes, right? You don't want your knees falling out to the sides. Good. Try to keep the neck long so you don't have your chin up. Breathing here. So you're thinking about bringing the chest towards the chin, right? Good. One more breath. Good. Start to flatten those shoulders down, bringing those arms away from the body just a bit, and then start to roll down one vertebrae at a time. And once you get there, so go ahead and see if you can bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall out wide. You're always welcome to bring the hands on top of the knees, or you can bring them to the belly, whatever feels best to you. And then just relax the shoulders here. And just be here for a couple of breaths. And then start to use your hands to bring those legs back up. We're going to go ahead and take another bridge. So just getting set up, make sure that the feet are still hip distance, drawn in a little bit closer towards the body. Again, tuck that tailbone, press the low back down into the ground. And this time you can keep those arms down alongside the body. We're going to go ahead and just push down into the arms and begin to lift those hips up. Now, you're welcome to do what we did the first time, is have those fingers up towards the sky and rock back and forth to get the shoulder blades under you. If it's available and you'd like to try, you can see if you can begin to rock those shoulder blades underneath you and then maybe interlace the hands underneath you. Either way, you're pushing down into the backs of the arms. You're lifting those hips up nice and high. Good. Your neck is nice and long. You have pressure on the big toes. And you're breathing here. Good. One more breath. If the hands are interlaced underneath you, slowly release them. Everyone will begin to flatten the shoulders down and then begin to roll down one vertebrae at a time. Once your bottom hits, I want you to go ahead and bring the knees together and separate the feet, and now bring the hands onto the belly. Let the shoulders relax. The eyes are closed. You're just breathing here. Just letting all of the sensations just settle into the body here. Good. One more breath. Good. And then just opening up those eyes. I want you to go ahead and bring those knees into the chest. And you're going to go ahead and bring your arms out. Let's go into cactus arms, right? And then go ahead and drop those knees off to the right. Bring your gaze to the left, right? You have option to take that right hand and just place it on top of the knees. Otherwise, you can keep them in cactus arms, whatever works best for you. And just getting a nice twist here for the belly. And just massaging all the organs. Good. Slowly bring it back to center, and then just gently drop them off to the other side. So going to the left, option to take that left hand on top of the knees or stay in cactus arms. Bring your gaze to the right. Good. Slowly bring those knees back to center. And we're just going to go ahead and push ourselves on up. Good. And let's just go ahead and come into a seated position where we will end our practice. Right? So placing the hands down on the knees, relax the shoulders, your eyes are closed. And just taking a nice deep cleansing breath in through the nose and let it out the mouth. Good. Bringing the palms together with the thumbs at the third eye. Just gently bow the head to seal the practice. And may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, and peace in your heart. Namaste. And so I hope that you have enjoyed this practice. If you did, just go ahead and give it a thumbs up, send me a comment, and definitely subscribe to the channel. I hope that this has helped with any gut discomfort that you may have. All right, so I hope you have a great day. Take good care. Bye.